Hello everyone. Today it's November 19th, Friday. Few minutes past half past 5, and now I'm already on the way from Southern Cross Station to Melbourne Airport, taking the Sky bus as usual. So, as I mentioned before, there are 2 stops for the Sky bus at Melbourne Airport, Terminal 3 and Terminal 1. And for this flight, flying back to Sydney, I'm flying Regional Express. Well, I'll tell you now, I'm flying Regional Express, or they call it Rex, which is located in Terminal 4, same as Jetstar when I flew this Monday from Sydney to Melbourne. So in this case, I would get off at the first stop at Terminal 3, then walk, because 4 terminals at Melbourne Airport are pretty close to each other, and then walk to Terminal 4 to check in for my flight from Melbourne to Sydney. So that's all for now, and I will see you later in a bit, 20-ish minutes later at Melbourne Tullamarine Airport. Yes, note that Melbourne has 2 airports. Most common one, it's Melbourne Tullamarine. Melbourne Avalon, it's kind of not actually in Melbourne, it's kind of closer to Geelong, which I went on Tuesday. Yeah, so now I'm going to Melbourne Tullamarine Airport, the bus stop at Terminal 3, and then walk to Terminal 4 for my Regional Express departure to check in. So I will sign off for now. In 20-ish minutes later, I will see you then. Just like when I flew Jetstar from Sydney to Melbourne this Monday, you will use your, the self-check-in kiosk to check in, basically. So for me, I will enter my booking reference just in case. So I would like to print boarding pass and backpack, both. And that's my seat 2F, which I will describe later when I'm on the plane. Yeah. So I have 1 check-in baggage. Yep, so that's my check-in baggage. My common sense, you are not carrying dangerous goods.
Each state and territory has different restrictions and border entry requirements.
And now they're going to tweet.
We remind travellers to check the latest advice before flying. We can
Pass
stop the spread
and
of
backpack.
coronavirus by keeping our distance. This means not shaking hands or exchanging physical greetings, and wherever possible, staying at least 1.5 metres away from others.
And then you would head
Face masks
over there to drop off your
unless
bag.
you have an exemption.
I already dropped off my bags, but sometimes the buttons do not respond that well. Anyways, my flight to Sydney is the 4th one, ZL182. That's the obviously last flight flying out to Sydney, although obviously not the last flight leaving out of Melbourne in this terminal. You can see there are not many flights flying out because border restrictions are still in place. If I'm correct, you can only travel, from Victoria, quarantine-free at this moment, to Australian Capital Territory and New South Wales, where Sydney is. So hopefully situation will be better and border restrictions will ease gradually. Without further ado, I've already dropped off my bags. Let's head upstairs to clear the security. Apologies to this video because my phone it's not working. The charging wire. I don't know why, but connection is pretty bad. Even though I used power bank, it's still even decreasing, and now it's like, even though I should be charging, but it's still like 0%. So I'll probably buy a new wire, those Type C charger for my Android. Anyways, after check-in at Regional Express Melbourne airport terminal 4, you head, upstairs for security, and then once after security, there is a food court which includes several restaurants as well. I do not have food there because with my regional express business class ticket, yes, I fly in business class. You have access to the Rex Melbourne Lounge at Rex Melbourne Lounge, yeah, at Terminal 4, Melbourne Airport. So they have their own Melbourne Lounge. But as expected, I do some research before my flight. You can't really compare Rex lounges to those Virgin Australia Lounge or Qantas Club or domestic business lounge. So by the time this video is uploaded, I should have posted Facebook, Instagram stories regarding the Regional Express Lounge, which I visited in Melbourne Airport. You can see it's really not that big, really basic amenities. You get coffee station, coffee machine to make your own coffee, tea, and you get some snacks, bricks, teas, crackers, and cookies as well. And you can get yourself alcoholic or non-alcoholic drinks like Coca-Cola or water, juice, and also food. You get yogurt as well. And there are some charging outlets in the lounge. You get a TV at the other side for you to sit and relax in this relatively quite small lounge. Although according to Regional Express website, they are claiming to be expanding the lounge as demands increase. So I did something at Rex Lounge. For some teas, crackers, and some juice as well before flight. And of course, with this class you get priority boarding, which is strictly enforced in this flight, which is appreciated. And in my seat 2F, which is the second row of window seat business class, have, I think I mentioned before, seat of 37 inches, which is quite generous in this night flight. 1-ish hour flight back to Sydney. Seat width, again, 19.5 inches. And also a recline angle of 5 inches as well for you to sit back and relax. In the MEL photo, you can see in the seat pocket you have safety guide and those sickness bag just in case you need to use it, and also in-flight magazine it's back as well. Although I put my mask and water bottle in front. So you need to have your own mask because Regional Express do not provide a complimentary. They come at a cost, but I don't know because I already prepare my masks as well. One good thing about a Regional Express is they provide a free complimentary Wi-Fi for business class passengers like me, and that's for the entire flight, which is appreciated. The flight, on the way, before reaching the cloud, it's quite windy. Quite some sort of turbulence. Turbulence. So the MEL service started a little bit not early. A little bit late. So myself for dinner, there are 2 choices. I forgot another choice, but in the photo, you should already seen on Facebook and Instagram. In terms of post and story, I get myself beef, which comes with potato mash and some veggies as well. On the side, there's roll with butter, dessert. Should be some sort of muffin with some cream on it, chocolate, which is from Cloud9, Mr. Porter's 55% dark chocolate. And for drinks, apart from water, you can choose for business class, tea, coffee, and alcoholic beverages as well. For me, alcoholic beverages for red meat, I mean beef, I get myself red wine. Oh, I forgot to mention, before the flight, you get welcome drink from, and you can choose from sparkling water and orange, and I chose orange juice. And basically the entertainment, it's you can use the in-flight magazine to read, and the view, I mean, it's already at night, 8 p.m, so you can't really see much. So I use my phone for free Wi-Fi to browse something else, and then the end landing to Sydney, it's in general pretty smooth. And the flight, it's pretty full, because at least it's really rare to see business class is actually full. So business class, it's in fun fact, it's from ex-Virgin Australia aircraft, so the configuration is still the same. 2 rows of two configuration in business class, so maximum 8 passengers, and there are exactly 8 passengers on business class, which include me. So basically, full business class it's full, which I'm really surprised, because I have flown Virgin Australia and Qantas business class in the Boeing 737-800, and not a chance. Not one opportunity they are full, but this time, my first ever time to fly regional express, my first ever time to fly business class in the year, and also my first ever time to fly business class, more importantly, in the midst of COVID-19. I'm a bit surprised business class full. Well, talking about the meal service, it's pretty tender, pretty generous sauce to dig in with the potato and veggies as well, and it's heated at the right time. It would be better if the roll is heated at the right time as well. The muffin, it's after meal is a really good choice to eat with chocolate and to dig in with the red wine as well. And a bit of story in this flight. So in front of me, there's a female passenger who is a bit of phobia of flying for some reason, and then the passenger beside him. So the female passenger sat at 1D, and another passenger sit beside him is at 1F. So actually, in front of me, he is really helpful, trying to comfort him, to try to explain what business class is like, how flying it's gonna be, everything else. You know what you would expect to fly in detail. So even though even the cabin crew really appreciate that and try to help to comfort well, which I saw, it's really wow, really special situation, because I don't have a phobia of flying, but you can't really imagine how people with phobia feel like. So really respect to her, respect to fellow passenger, and also the cabin crew as well. So here to conclude flight, in general, so check-in is pretty usual. You just do all your things once print the boarding pass and then back tag, and then head to drop your bags if you have, or straight to security. There are plenty of options in the food court after security, even in Terminal 4. Or or if I fly in business class, you get lounge access, although it's really those basic snacks. And again, you can't really compare that to Virgin Australia Lounge, Qantas Club, or domestic this lounge. And because it's ex-Virgin Australia aircraft, so seat configuration, everything else is pretty much the same as what you would expect or what you would see on Virgin Australia Boeing 737 800. Well, by the way, the registration number of this aircraft is VH-ROG. VH-ROG. Yes. And you get complimentary, welcoming drink as well, or sparkling water or orange juice. That's totally fine. And they use plastic cups. Yeah, plastic cups. And important to note, for those cutleries for the meal service, they use wooden materials, which is kind of recyclable. Not sure. And then I'm impressed how the cabin crew try to comfort that special not special that passenger with phobia, and then together with the person sitting me in the row in front of me, which is good. And good. It's good that you have Wi-Fi, and not only free, but it actually works pretty well. It actually works pretty fast, pretty smooth. So it's my first time to fly Regional Express, and then in this class, I'm pretty impressed with their service, efficiency, and quality. Although because that's a relatively short flight, like an hour 30 minutes, I haven't finished my red wine, and they are about to collect my meal, and then just to start to descend back into Sydney Kingston Smith. But that's reasonable. And it's even better. You get tarmac. With the average walking to the aircraft, which is better than walking stairs upstairs, which is pretty somehow a bit annoying when it rains. It's in the average, inside, indoors, perfect. So why I choose Regional Express? No, because that's the latest flight leaving out of Sydney together with Virgin Australia, and I haven't tried Regional Express before, so I tried Regional Express. So pretty good impression. I would definitely consider flying Regional Express again, regardless of interstate or intrastate, or interstate, maybe economy or business. Depend on time, price, and most importantly, restrictions as well. And of course, to New South Wales, you don't need entry declaration. You just once at the arrival gate, straight to the baggage area to collect your bags. Oh yeah, it didn't announce which carriage carousel area. The cabin crew didn't mention about it. Would be better if they announce, so you don't need. Once you don't need to figure out which number of carousel area to come collect your bags. But in general, that's a pretty good experience to fly with Regional Express from Melbourne to Sydney. So that's of course officially the end of this trip between November 15th and 19th, Monday to Friday, to Victoria, the fourth time, especially Melbourne, also first time to Geelong as well. Obviously, some difference between how New South Wales and Victoria manages COVID-19 as well. Obviously, border declaration, technically you still need a permit to enter Victoria, although all parts of Australia is already a green zone. And then, as I mentioned, when you show the permit to the official, they just look at it, not even scanning it, and then they just let you go. Also have a kind of a check-in app called Service Victoria, as in like Service New South Wales. You only need to check in, but you do not need to check out. Unlike in New South Wales, you still, after check-in, you have to check out as well. I don't know how the contact tracing works. And in terms of like the busyness or the business in Melbourne, I feel like mostly it's to normal, although there are some attractions obviously I want to go, but they are not open at the time I went. Hopefully next time when I travel, probably I will travel Melbourne or for the 5th time, or maybe even even other parts of Victoria. So it depends on when, depends on my availability as well. So again, apologies to this video. The format of this video compared to the previous ones, because my phone, my phone is working, but my phone wire, this kind of wire, it's sometimes not stable. Maybe I need to get a new one, the connection. So that my real apologies to that. Hopefully you still like this video by share it or subscribe to this channel, and to follow my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, so you won't miss out. Of course, particularly Facebook, Instagram, you can refer to my posts as well, so you can see how I spend these 5 days in Melbourne. For Instagram particularly, you can see how I spend these 5 days in Melbourne and Geelong as well. And I will wrap up here. Hopefully you guys will enjoy, and I'm really keen to travel again next time soon, in sometime somewhere, maybe Victoria again, or I don't know, something else. So the end, it's not the end. Thank you, everyone.